Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Welcome back to our Lords of Penfro, or like Diffet. Welcome back to the House of Bladry, and welcome back in 967 with Lord Liverage III. And a lot has happened recently. Last episode we were fighting with our uncle, fighting off the Norse invasion here in the Battle of Ennis, annihilating entire Viking army, maybe by this ending kind of the time of Viking invasions to the British Isles. We shall see. There is Catholic Danes already, apparently, which I actually just discovered this very moment. And there's Catholic Sweden, so actually looks like Catholicism has established itself, at least in the monarchs. Okay, they are still Norse, but Scandinavia is getting more and more Christianized, so after this finished, they will definitely end doing that. Yeah, over here there's still, the Finnish are still, so there is still a threat, of course. It doesn't need to be over, but of course, by beating off such an army, I hope the legend spreads and they don't seek any more plunder and so forth. The bigger problem by far is, of course, Alba. Or problem from, let's say, a Welsh nationalistic perspective, since our kingdom or our queen lost the entire northern duchy of okay, she already lost also the title. He might have taken it. Who's the Duchy of Gwynedd, exactly, now in the hands of Duke Dubthach of Gwynedd. Okay, interesting man, new dynasty being established here as a duke. Well, this is the biggest problem. So the capital of Wales, she moved down here, but she's pretty powerless, and she might be a puppet actually of Kai the Stumbler, who is himself way more powerful, our direct duke, but also at the same time, in comparison to the Alba, of course, a nobody. While checking this out, I kind of realized, and let's have a quick look on the development map for a second to give you a better overview, guys, that Diffet, by constantly developing it, and let's say roleplay-wise, I might explain it by these wars in northern England and Wales led to migration, to, yeah, people fleeing their home, and maybe they found refuge down here in the, let's say, the most southwestern part here in Wales, or also down in, looks like it in southern England or Cornwall to some extent, where we also see development 16, but Somerset and Diffet are at the moment the biggest or like best developed provinces in the British Isles. And if you want to compare it, it's even like quite similar to Paris, where we see 18, so not far away from this. But if you want to look at the entire European perspective, let's say, yeah, they're developing a little bit. Of course, Eastern Europe is still pretty densely populated, and you see the absolute, yeah, biggest cities here in Rome with 44. We see Constantinople with 35, and we see Cordoba with 31. So these are the major hubs, let's say, of civilization at the time. 967. Just that you know, and one of the further explanations for it is, of course, our maritime mercantilism that grants some extra. Okay, it doesn't. I was thinking it increases the development, but absolutely not. So it's just us developing all the time. But since we're already here on the culture screen, where our queen is still the head of it, let's have a quick look on the innovations, how this is going. So the tribal phase, we are almost done. Like city planning is still being developed, and the culture, yeah, it's coming from the neighbors. Then it's just barracks is missing and casus belli, while we're pushing to early medieval, where our queen is actually researching or focusing on mangonels. I don't know if this is going to be so useful for us. I mean, they're always useful, but in this defensive position, why do we need siege weapons urgently? I don't know. Whatever's going to happen, let's keep on going and see how this develops, since the last year, 966, ended quite mildly with not much uprising or anything, but yeah, the history so far has proven that the British Isles never really in rest. So let's see what happens. And talking about, we are in the most developed province here in this area. I mean, a more ambitious man would have come to the conclusion that this is alone just a good sign or a good claim to more political power. But Liverage, he's cynical but calm and temperate. He's a good warrior, but he's not really getting the idea in his head that he might be the one that should be in charge, taking over either the duchy or the king title, of course, despite his relations to the family. We shall see. Is our lady actually carrying a claim to the royal title since she's from the family. No, she's not. I guess he died too young. 47. 59, yeah. So when the roof on the first died, I think the claims weren't really passed on to all of them, just to the living ones. So unfortunately we don't have it. Or do they have it? Oh, it was passed on to his grandsons. Just not to the daughter, I guess. Not 100% sure how it works, however, we don't have a claim right now. My court is going on tour and I shall soon be visiting Difford to receive a fine banquet in your castle. The lords and ladies of Bath will render the tithes owed to me. I expect a welcome befitting a duke. Okay, sure, come by. Let's see what he has to talk about. Yeah, of course he also noticed the new situation and wants to make sure everything is in order, prepare for further advances here from the Albions. At the same time, I see there's some rumor, some infighting going on. Liberty War, but we'll cut up a couple of people being involved. However, yeah, no. Doesn't really look like they can endanger Alba directly. Well, I mean, they are quite stable since they still have the elective male's preference. Tanistry law. Yeah. It's kind of an elective monarchy, so therefore it will not break into pieces every single time. That's their huge advantage. At the same time, of course, there will be always different kings, which might lead to more and more infighting. However, I'm a little bit worried, to be honest, recently, just due my mod pack, that since we have a lot of... this never really worked, unfortunately. Since I feel like always most of the vassals of the king join in, that's, which is something I really do enjoy normally, since a lot of times when you attack somebody for a province, not even the holder of the province tries to defend it, only the king, which in a lot of ways makes it way more reasonable, but I feel like the vassals now are joining in too easily. I'm not sure. We will observe this. Let me know what you think on this topic. I need to find out actually which very mod it is, but as you remember, every time also my my lieges are getting caught up in a war or getting attacked or attacking somebody, I can decide if I want to side with them, stay neutral, or be part of the enemy's side. And I feel like a lot of times the AI tends to actually join their liege. This might be just my little observant sense, but it's a lot of times here, in especially Alba was super strong, since also once again 9 people joined in, so basically all the lords and so forth. However, in the Liberty War, I don't know. Maybe they would have. I don't know. Let me know, or I will observe this. You will observe this, and we shall see where this leads to. Nothing is not so much is happening the entire year. Let's speed up to 4. Actually, I've been running on just 3, but as you see, the entire year was pretty unspectacular. And I wonder where's... Here he is. Sometimes you're just gonna name it. Grand Tour. Duke Case arrives. At last, Duke Case entourage arrives at my gates, visiting Difford on his tour of Bath. The party's splendid garb and lofty presentation belly and ambition we to awe me. As one of the most powerful vassals of the realm, it is little wonder he has come to calling at my door. I am to host a luxurious dinner fit for a duke, a chance to show Diffian hospitality, and furnish his party with beds and entertainment. The only question is, do I open the gates and let him in? Yeah, of course I do. There's no reason. We even like him a lot, so yeah, of course we welcome the duke. Let's see what his tour is about. If he wants more taxes or just some allegiance. A dry dinner. I've been making merry with Duke Kai of Dehobart. Our night thus far has been full of drunken delights and japes. Although perhaps it would seem that I have been far too generous with my alcohol stores, as a servant discreetly informs me that every last drop of wine has been emptied. My liege sits impatiently at the other end of the table, red as newborn, slamming his goblet against the table. Come, the night is young, where's the booze? Refill the stores. You've drunk enough. Perhaps a change of venue is in order. I would say so. We like him and both of them give us stress, so I feel like this is the most realistic option right now. We're taking him to a local pub. There should be plenty of nice ones around the coastline, so yeah. Let's see what we talk about in the pub. A cake to remember. Okay, another night, another dessert, and I can tell Duke of Diobath is already growing weary of our saffron cakes. I would heavily wonder if we have actually saffron around, but okay. Maybe we got some grab on that. Perhaps tonight is the night to do something a little different. Perhaps a solution to this conundrum would be ask my cooks and bakers to prepare a dessert in the shape of something that means a lot to my dear liege. Perhaps a fort to signify his prowess, or something he would never expect. He's shy, he's honest, lazy, fortune builder, yeah. A fort, of course, but he's not very martial. The cross, no, we're not very religious. Perhaps a certain part of the human anatomy. Lecherous and lustful characters. Oh, this is a dreadful idea. I have the strong feeling none of those really makes... Although since a shy person, I think like body parts, nah. This is a dreadful idea, sorry guys. He's not really the best recipient for such presents. A parting gift. It is time for Duke K of Diobath to part, and must say I feel I have been a magnanimous host. However, it seems that Duke K of Diobath did not believe that my hosting was enough and has made a demand of me. He demands that I kneel before my duke in front of my entire court, demonstrating my submission to the crown. Well, I think as a calm and temperate man, I'm definitely not the one to provoke him right now, and therefore I will submit. And we are calm even, yeah. Well, and his grand tour profits, of course we support our beloved duke as we are such a submissive person. Nightly practice. The clanging of mail and the clashing of swords rings in my ears as my knights practice their arms. I study them intently, trying to ascertain each one's particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, as soon as the bell is rung to the signal the end of the mock melee, the stable doors are opened. It is time to bring out the mounts. Today we are going to field riding, okay? Bring me my armor, I haven't ridden on the Quinton in ages. No clear idea. The dice is going to decide. It is a 3, so today we're going field riding. Giving us a martial perk, very nice. And a hilltop view. Kinfin glances as the mud fields at the bottom of the hill. Those could serve as the outline of an enemy army, he says. I inform my knights as I inspect their battle line, preparing them for strategy at hand. Charge! Or the marshal's lifestyle. We are calm, no, we get this. I should cut off diagonally and lead the knights into the flanks. Yeah, fits us better. And we nightly practice precision strike. The storm of hooves around me, the shouts of mounted warriors, the unyielding momentum. Riding at their head, it feels as I'm at the head of a force of nature. This, however, is a force I direct, that responds to my every little order, that I command as if it was an extension of myself. Charging into the flanks of an imaginary army, my knights never straying from my plan, I know that this is how I bring utter devastation to my enemy. This is how the rush of victory will feel. Great, and soon we will have the next one, and we will never back down. And next one we get now Household Guard, so we're collecting a lot of knights here in this highly developed area. Maybe among the refugees, I don't know. My nephew Uther can marry. But he's like really... Oh my god, is he incompetent? Who's this? My half-sister. And she's a bastard founder, okay. Is there anything we can do? Actually, we'll send... I think I'll send him. Yeah, he's so incompetent. He's kind of a monkey type. Not that we are, like, we're not very religious, but this just makes sense. And I think it's his own will, so he will become... Oh, and he's a friend. Okay, that I didn't anticipate. no matter what. So he wanted to become a monk, and I feel like we definitely support our friend's decision in this case. So yes, it's have our nephew and friend is now a humble servant of the church. A ruler in the making. There's no end to the opinions and wants of my son and heir Rufon. Half of the time he's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. Oh, he's 3 years old. Oh, he's wheezing, sad. But he turned bossy. Formidable or aggravating. It's a fine line to walk. Well, we shall see where he goes. We don't have to decide on a guardian yet. But interesting. And we got the second perk from the regular progress. So we go for household guard. And then we'll work our way down to gallant. Still have only one son. It is what it is. The War of Liberty, yeah. It is almost won for the Alban crown. Also, but fought intensely up here. As you see, like, sieges and stuff everywhere around. So another peaceful year that comes to an end down here. It's gonna be interesting to see if there's gonna be a rebellion of K versus okay, he came back. Just this is what's happened. If there's going to be any, let's see, revolt of him versus the queen, since yeah, it's basically she has just 2 vassals now. The one up here and the rest of the country. So she is kind of a puppet at the moment. So I mean, she has the title, but that's it. A saint in heaven, the life of Ualan the Pious. Do we know him otherwise? A Gaelic, okay. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't encountered him, I think. When did he die? 952, yeah. Well, we have a new saint, Saint Ulan. Good to know. I don't really know the conditions, to be honest, how this works with the sanctification. Since in Crusader Kings 2, this happened more often, I feel like, and might have also created like some kind of bloodlines. But also in other games where I had like really, really high pious characters that were like super famous and extremely the highest level of faithfulness, they never really like got sanctified, or it didn't bring out and make such a change in the long term. And I feel like this should happen here and there more often. Not 100% sure, but let me know what you think once again. And interesting here, the vassals of Cornwall are raiding here the Galba. Can we actually raid, or is it just... no, we don't have the raiding ability. How do they do that? I'd like to know. How can he raise... do the Mercians have... Yeah, here hurts, right? Huskars? No, also not really. I don't see it. How do they... Maybe it's the Irish down here, since they... Or maybe it's the culture of the Irish, yeah. Not really, but is it because they're tribal? I also, once again, I don't fully know why they can get raiders out, but okay. My dear nephew, I call you to honor our alliance and join me in the Breton War for Bookflat, Wessex claim on the petty kingdom of Cornwall. Wait, what is happening? The King of Brittany is going for his claim. He has a claim on... Wait. Oh, my aunt. Why is... And she's down here as a... Ah, so she's just fighting for her, but I think she would become a vassal of Brittany as he's a king. That is quite a big one, but he's pretty weak, so... and most certainly we're gonna help our uncle once again. And we're gonna raise our army, personally command it again, and send him down here to... Send them down the man to Cornwall, and so we can support them somewhere. Let's see. The Irish troops are coming in for support too. Somebody wants to murder Bryn. Okay. don't really have a strong opinion or knowledge about him. Oh, okay, but Wessex here is also fighting with them, so we have to be quite careful once we maneuver down here. And we get a new commander, Garmin. Is he good? Any good? Yeah, he is. And we're getting more and more knights in, so we definitely need that. Okay, let's see if we can sneak through, let's say. And then, oh god, man. No, we cannot. And he's moving in our direction. While Cornwall is moving his troops to Ireland. This is a little bit inconvenient, I would say. Go muster your troops and bring them over? Or do you want to lose your siege at home? Oh gosh, and there's... okay, there's a lot of allies actually. Maybe I was a little naive. Oh, the Kingdom of Leon. And they're sending troops, however, they're also defending border raids down here versus Galicia, right? Oh, okay. And a lot of stuff going on, so how we're gonna do that? I'll keep my army over here. And yeah, you guys need to bring them first. Without you, at least they're shipping in. Yeah. Get going, guys. However, 6,000 men. The Knights Hospitallers has been established by, in Mar by King Einbelach. Okay, the Knights Hospitaller in Alba. Apparently this huge kingdom is trying to strengthen the ties with the Catholic Church. Does make sense how. So, but yeah, with our 500 men we can't fight this huge army down here. There's reinforcements, good to know. And once again, here we just go for... We had this event before, so thanks for bringing this to my attention. Guys, come on. Like, I'm not gonna... Actually, let's try to siege Hampshire. With a little bit of luck, we can... I mean, I don't know if you have actually enough power to do that, but... Here, I don't want to be too close to that army. And now they're getting started. But we don't have enough soldiers. Of course we do not. These French armies, are you going to help actually or not? Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. If we lose him, or he become a... Or we can now build Magonels, they would be actually quite helpful over here. Can we still? Do we have the money to get Magonels out? Since it's quite... Yeah... We can afford it for the moment. Will it change? How many men do we need to siege them down? 800. They will not change this. No, we keep on waiting. And it's not... For us, it's not decisive right now. Yeah, while these guys gather together in Ireland or what? The troops from Normandy and from Cornwall. 5,000 men. I mean, with my troops together... There would be a chance. Okay, they're coming for us. Let's retreat. Since they sieged down entire Cornwall, I will have to run. Okay, we finished the next chivalry focus, so let's get courtship. Yeah, we're gonna push down to Gallant because I think this just describes us pretty well. Oh, they're really coming chasing down. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's try to retreat to Cornwall. Maybe they come to our aid. That would be kind of good. And we lost... I just didn't mention that she was pregnant, but we lost it already. It's very sad. Oh, God. Oh, they're cornering us. Okay, they give in. Are they coming to us? No, they come to Cornwall, of course. Okay, but this is a good chance, so let's... There's the troops of Leon coming. Oh, God. Nevertheless, we're gonna join them, trying in the hope that the debuff, that we're gonna lose that soon, before the enemy army comes in, or we're gonna be the idiots that gonna give them the debuff. At the moment, actually looks like this, but we can't stop it. Oh no! So let's get out before the battle commences, but they escape. Oh god! Now they stand their fight. How many times? 11 days. So let's actually come to the 8. Tintagel 15 days. So yeah, we'll have lost this trade before they arrive, but oh, that is just too huge. Yeah, the Battle of Tintagel is invalidated because what happened? The Petty King Tostig no longer controls any of the claimed counties. What happened? What? He does? This is an absolute weird one. Did the lady die he was fighting for? It was Burgflat, right? Something like that. Maybe since she returned to left his court? This might be the reason she married to somebody else and is now part of the Duchy of Wessex. I mean, okay. This saves us a lot and saves our uncle and important ally over here. However, this comes somehow really surprising to me. I would say that she probably, you know, there's always these dukes, the people that you can get to court. And with claims, at some point there will be... oh, we visited at Bath Abbey, interesting. At some point they'll get a little bit more stewardship lifestyle, nice. Visiting more dukes, oh, at the capital of Wales. Interesting, didn't really anticipate that. What it's trying to say, there's these events when you get like characters with a claim to some county or something, and then they want you to fight for it. I guess that's how it started, but they give you a certain amount of time and then they leave your court. Maybe this must have happened. And let's have a quick look. What is happening next? Because somebody, the Earl of Ormond, declared war on Ceylon with what goal of taking the Duchy of Leinster, but this is our brothers, right? So most certainly, how is our brother? We don't. Oh, what was it resulted and infused? How did we? Maybe I missed something out. If you've seen this one, let me know, because somehow we don't like him that much for being insulted, and he doesn't like us for refusing. Let's try to get this, improve our relations with our brother. Is he married actually? No. And definitely we're gonna declare for our liege. Does he have any alliances? Athlone, Tomon, not that strong one. And it's not our uncles ourselves, so we're gonna declare for our liege and fight for our brother's lands, definitely. Lovely, we got also extra 50 gold. And I feel she's coming. To be honest, I feel like we don't have to really get involved. However, I would like to. It's my brother, and we want to show presence. Come on. And of course, personally, me again. Let's go to Ormond ourselves. Maybe we should have recruited some Mangonels before, but no, we're saving up still some money. And our brother's army got annihilated. Let's say. Let's wait for a sec before they go somewhere for the Queen's army. Is she really straight attacking the siege despite the... Oh god. But they're running, so let's join the Queen. Oh, and they, despite being shipped in, disembarked, -30, they still have quite a nice advantage. Hauntings. Oh, let's finish the battle first, I can't. These are rumors that a ghost has been haunting a part of residence for the past few days. Some servants reported seeing a strange shadow appear and disappear. However, others are convinced these are just hallucinations. Yeah, we are cynical, so definitely silly superstitions. They are just seeing things. And let's see if we can win the Battle of Leinster down here with our help. Definitely we can. Some good war score, that's nice. These ones we're gonna stop also. Let's see if we get some assistance. And we are leading the battle, nice, but we get the Queen's assistance to take them out. Oh, and we captured him personally, the one that attacked our brother. However, he's still with the army. Interesting. A couple of prisoners taken. That might be really valuable for us. By the way, talking about medieval warfare, taking prisoners was, or has been, yeah, now we had to return him, always a classic thing to do with actually noblemen. So the casualties were pretty low because you rather would have taken somebody prisoner before you killed him or anything else, because you ransomed them for quite high prices. Let's see if we can do that with those guys. Otherwise, we'll just hire these, at least this competent competent Irishman for our army, I'd say. Nevertheless, I feel like this is a great moment to end this very episode. We also, actually, let's go to the end of the year. Well, we had the one more day. Oh, let's start in 72 then, but to finish the year 71, we're quite good in timing these days. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you have any ideas or suggestions and so forth. Just drop it in the comments. I'm happy to react to you guys and like take your opinions into account for sure. Apart from this, if you haven't yet, it would be of course amazing if you leave me a like and subscription, since it doesn't cost you anything and pushes me, motivates me and keeps this channel going. So thank you very much for that. And then just see you next time in the next episode in 972 by your Strategy Wolf.